Hi everyone, this is our June TBR video.
This month I'm going to be reading All Things Bright and Beautiful by James Herriot. This is the second volume in a several volume series. I don't know if it's a series, but it's written by the person who experienced these things, if I understand it correctly. And I've read the first one several years ago and I enjoyed it, but it took me a really long time to read. But I'm excited. This is the second volume and I've wanted to read this, so that's what I'm going to be starting with.
This month my TBR is quite a bit shorter. It only has 2 books on it. The first one, and most important one that I'm going to try and get through, is Words of Radiance. I've already talked about this multiple times, so basically it's a book by Brandon Sanderson that is book 2 of the Stormlight Archives, and I'm going to try and finally get to it and get it read this month.
The second thing I'm going to be trying to get through is Dune by Frank Herbert. This has been on my TBR for 3 months now, and I can't get my hands on it for enough time to finish it. So I will continue going after Dune.
The other book I'm going to try and read this month is a classic by Ernest Hemingway, and that is The Old Man and the Sea. I've had this book for a couple years now, and I've been wanting to read it because it's classic and it's Ernest Hemingway, and so I just wanted to read it to have it under my belt, essentially. I don't know that much about it, but I'm gonna see what it's about. I've heard some people say that it's kind of boring and slow, so we'll see, but...
You like boring and slow, right?
Kind of, depending on setting. We'll see.
The next book on my list is The Crucible by Arthur Miller. This is my classic for the month. I haven't read it before, and I've heard about it over the years. You know, it's one of those books that everyone says you should read. So I'm going to read that. It's shorter, and it's written in a play format, right?
I don't know.
I think so.
I've never read it.
Yeah, it's written as a play. So I'm excited. Yeah, I'm not sure what to think of it. I don't know much about it except it's about the Salem witch trials. So yeah. I will learn more as I read.
Yep.
And the last book I'm going to be going for is Percy Jackson and the Titan's Curse. I don't actually own the book, so I don't have it with me. But that's the third book in the Percy Jackson series. The past 2 months I've read Percy Jackson and the Lightning Thief and Percy Jackson and the Sea of Monsters, so I'm moving on to book 3. And I'm excited. I like the Percy Jackson series. I'm having a lot of fun rereading it.
If I end up making it all the way through both these books, then I will absolutely pick up another one, but I don't know what that'll be yet. Possibly book 3 of the Giver Quartet, possibly something else. It'll just totally depend on when it comes and what I decide to read.
As you've noticed, our TBR lists are getting shorter and shorter, and the fact, we can give you all the excuses, but the fact is we're just getting busy, and I want books, I want a list that I can actually get through, because I hate leaving things unfinished and feeling unaccomplished, and so I've picked hopefully a more reasonable list this month. It's shorter, maybe a little bit simpler, and I'm happy about it. I've got 1 audiobook in there, so I think hopefully I'll get through it.
Yep. Give us a like and subscribe if you haven't already, and tell us down in the comments below what your TBR for June is going to be. Thanks for watching, guys. Stay warm.